Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Empire Season 3. I don't even know what episode it is, you guys. It's the little winter finale. Kind of low-key and anticlimactic for, Lee Daniels type of finales. I was just like, oh, what's this? He done changed up his style a little bit. I feel like I'm going crazy. This is the third video today. As you guys can see, I didn't put a little makeup on. The sun is out finally for the first time since I've had this damn car. And I had to do a video, the sun is out. So at least, I'm getting a little natural from the sunlight from the outside. But anyway, you guys, let's get to this review, shall we? All right, you guys, so Councilman Diggs, he's speaking at an event, he's campaigning. He's trying to relate to the people, but the people don't like him. He's a little bit too hoity-toity for them. So, Cookie, she sees that they, calling him out. She's like, let me handle it, baby, okay? She get up there with her, special brand of hood ratchetness. And, she was like, I'm from the streets just like y'all. I just didn't have this old bougie-ass beach behind me. We just like y'all. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, the suits and whatnot. We gonna get down and groove with you guys, okay? We know we got this captain's ball coming up, but we gonna change it a little bit. It's gonna be out in the streets. We gonna call it the people's ball. Mother Superior in the background looking like, what is this? So the people, they feeling it like, oh, okay, we're gonna see how that goes when it's done. Mother Superior is like, we have 500 donors that is willing to give to this, and we don't have time. We need tents, we need permits, we need this, we need that. Cookie was like, baby, don't worry about it. You forgot who you dealing with here. This is Cookie from Empire. We gonna handle all that. Now over to Jamal, he's practicing with his producer. Yeah, and it was interesting. The producer was kind of touchy-feely with Jamal. I said, oh, is he trying to come out the closet? Anyway, while they talking, trying to get the band together, in walks Lucius and Jamal's counselor. He over Lucius's shoulder while Lucius is getting on Jamal's last fucking nerve. The counselor looking real worried by it back there, like he gonna pop a pill right there in front of him or something. Lucius is just mad that he's doing this people's ball. You sure you want to do that? You got a whole lot riding on this, and you still sick. Jamal kind of like, fuck you, dad. So Lucius goes to talk to Cookie instead, and he tries the same approach, like, our son ain't really ready for this. You got him going to sing at this people's ball. He gonna get up there and have a fucking anxiety attack, and this can't be good for him. Cookie was like, oh, so since when are you so interested in what Jamal is or isn't doing, can or cannot do? Miss me with the bullshit. Jamal is gonna be just fine. Now Tariq, he's still trying to come up with some story to catch Lucius in. While they trying to come up with a story, they decide to put his asses, freeze his asses for 30 days and, try to drum up some charges that way. So Lucius, I guess he thinks that Mother Superior is behind it. Okay, Mother Superior has asked him to meet him evidently at the carnival. So, he goes over to the carnival and he gets in the Ferris with her, and he's like, so you the one that froze up my shit with the FBI? She was like, baby, I don't do graffiti. I read books, or whatever the fuck she said. Basically, honey, I'm above that type of carrying on. The reason why I called this meeting is because there's a reporter and he's got this story that's about to come out about Councilman Diggs, and we can't have that. So I need you to get with some of your hard-hitting homeboys, the hood type, the kind that you deal with, and take care of, what was the man name? Edison Cruz. I think that's what his name was. Lucius was like, well. Even though you way up here, old Mother Superior can stoop down low to get me to take care of somebody for them if it serves them. Well, what do I get out the deal? Mother Superior is like, well, I can break this whole thing up just as easy as they got together. So you do what you got to do, and then I'm going to take care of what I got to do. All right, so they got a deal. Back at the house, we see Lucian and Anika in bed together. Surprisingly, I actually like them two back together. I don't know why. It don't make no sense. Anika's been passed around to everybody on the fucking show, but it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, they giggling, having a good time, about to get busy again, round two. And in comes Crazy Granny, she's vacuuming. Anika's like, she needs to get out of here. It's either her or me. Crazy Granny was like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. Now, Cookie, she's a little worried about what Lucius said. She's still not really sure if Jamal is ready. So she goes to talk to him. You sure you ready to do this? He was like, oh, you've been talking to Dad, huh? I gotta do this, Mama, because otherwise, Dad is gonna win. He's gonna be right about me. I gotta get back on the stage. I gotta get back out there and do it. She was like, okay, fine. We gonna go on and do this, but you got to hand over the pills, all of them. So he goes and remember the I Love Lucy episode where she had the script that she wrote up and she had it in all these different places because Fred and Ethel and Ricky was trying to get it and burn it up. Okay, so he goes to all the different locations. He got them in the room. He got them in the damn cupboard with the damn cereal. He got it here, there, and everywhere. So once he gets all the pills to her, she goes and washes them down the sink. And she was like, you know what, you're going to get off this shit. You're going to get up there. You're going to get back to the way you were. You're going to be a strong black man. You're going to sing the song. And that's what it's going to be. I said, baby, you should have turned on that garbage disposal, okay? Now, we see Lucius making good on his promise. We see him with Mr. Cruz, and they at the club, and he's trying to influence Mr. Cruz into not running this store. Cruz is like, are you trying to threaten me? Lucius is like, that's exactly what I'm doing. You're gonna catch this fade if you going to run that story. As far as Mr. Cruz is concerned, Councilman Diggs ain't gonna never be the mayor of this city. But we see Lucius meet with Mother Superior later, and he tells her, we got the job done. Mr. Cruz ain't gonna run that story. It's all good. Mother Superior is like, well, good. I'm glad you did that. And, our little deal. Looks like Cookie is good for Councilman Diggs. She seems to be able to relate to the people. And I don't see how I can break them up right now. It wouldn't be good for the campaign. Lucius was like, fuck you say. I had a deal, you had a deal, you gonna follow through on this deal. She was like, I can't do that, I'm sorry, but thank you for what you did, we gonna make sure that we take care of you. He was just like, okay, that's fine. I guess this one is on me. Now jumping over to Andre, we see him curled up on the couch, okay, bless his heart, child. Nessa goes up to him, Andre, you're scaring me, is everything okay? He turns around, he's like, I have bipolar disorder. And she was just like, well, what did your wife used to do? And he was like, she used to take care of me. Okay, she used to make sure that I took my medication. She used to make sure that my medication was balanced. Okay, she was always there for me. She told me what to do. And she was just like, well, you know what, I'm not gonna do what your wife did. I'm going to get you to learn how to do those things. Okay, you got to take care of your own self, man. While she's trying to convince him of that old Sister Rhonda show up in the chair, she said, oh, don't you listen to her. Look like that bitch is trying to take my place. I said, po big crazy. He just can't get right. Now Lucius, this Freeze, he goes and tells Cookie, Cookie is pissed. Like somebody must have snitched. He was like, calm down, calm down. She was like, what? I done did 17 years, not trying to do no more. Okay, we got to find out what it is. And he was just like, oh, look at you. You got that fire in you, like back how you used to when we was younger. Okay, we get a flashback of their first kiss or whatever. And when they come back to the present, he tells her, what, I love this about you. We gonna be all right. I'm gonna always have your back, even with you being with that old, political scum ass nigga, Councilman Diggs. He obviously has a plan here. So him and Thirsty, I got the name, they go down to Tariq's office down at the FBI, and he walks in, he got his hands up like this, like, you know what you want me, Tariq, here I am. Everybody in the office is stopping and they looking. Tariq says, well, this better be a confession, otherwise you can go. And he said, no, I got something better. He holds up this thing. He said, this is our father's badge. Oh, he didn't tell you guys that we was related? Yeah, that's my half brother. And my father was a policeman also, and he got killed in the line of duty. And he told me right his dying breath, okay, was that I needed to make sure that I took care of my brother, but he didn't tell me your name, and I didn't know who you were until just recently, and now I'm giving you this badge because I was just like, is it that easy? Everybody in there was just like, oh my goodness, he done brought the badge down here? Oh, Tariq, how can you be putting your brother in jail? Why are you trying to get this man like that? Even Tariq has a little change of heart, it looks like. Okay, softening a little bit. He takes the badge, and Lucius was like, if that's all we got to do here, then I'm leaving. And Tariq doesn't stop him. Then he looks around, he sees everybody looking real sorry for Lucifer. Lucius. He was like, everybody get back to work. Shit. Now the People's Balls, just like every other Empire event, they got the Empire artists up there singing and rapping and whatnots. Jamal is supposed to be performing, remember, but he's not there. Cookie is just like, oh Lord, what is it? Okay, so she leaves the event and she goes to his house, child. Jamal is on the couch. He's having withdrawals, okay? He needs his damn drugs. You can't just go cold turkey after you've been taking them like that, okay? And Cookie was just like, no, I can't give you them drugs back, okay? You can beat this. And he was just like, I can't do it. He's throwing up, he's sweating, he shakes, all of that. You know, he was like, I need my pills, please. Okay, well, I guess it's good that she didn't turn on the garbage disposal because the pills are still sitting in the sink, you know. So she gets down there on the ground and she, you know, just happened to have a wrench there, and she opens up the pipe and she get the pills out and he takes them. Because like he said, if he don't get out there on that stage, then Lucius wins, right? Back at the stage, we see Hakeem up there performing with Tiana and everybody is enjoying it. Then when it's over, you know, he tells her that he wants her to meet little baby Bella, okay? And then she kisses him, so I guess their romance is about to start back up. Now, while this is going on, back at Empire, you know, Shine and Lucius meet up. Shine got a problem. I can't access the accounts, like I can't pay nothing. What's going on? And you know, Lucius is like, well, we got a little problem. We got a freeze going on, but we trying to handle that right now. Shine was like, well, why you didn't ask me for the money? And Lucius was like, oh, you got $50 million just laying around? He was like, no, but I can raise it. I mean, I got property. I got shit that I can sell off and write off and ask for money and all. I mean, I could do it if I needed to. I just need a seat at the table. You know, I need some stake in Empire, you know, Lucius. Ribeye, porterhouse? No, I need some stock in this company. Lucius was like, let me think about it. You know, Thirsty is there with him. You know, they gonna think about it. I'm just like, yeah, that's not ever gonna happen. Not with Shine, but they seem to make him think that maybe it will. Now, child, back to Big Crazy. I shouldn't call him that. Bless his heart. He's on the beach with Rhonda. Child, they all hugged up. He's basically having a conversation with her that, you know, he's trying to let her go. He wants to move on with Nessa and he's trying to do things. And he can't do it with the bitch jumping up into the scene every 15 minutes. I need you to let me do this. Let me go. You know, so she tells him, you know, you are very smart. You are very strong. Okay, you are the strength of Empire. You go on and get with that girl Nessa and y'all take it over. And you make sure you get that bitch Anika because she killed me and she killed our baby. Then she walks off into the waters. He throw his wedding ring out after her, so I guess that is the end of that. It's going to be him and Nessa for real now. Back at the People's Ball, you know, Jamal kills his performance, okay? I think I like the singing better than I like the rapping on the show. Like, I think I like the singing music now, but I like the rapping music that Timbaland provided last season. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Jamal sounds good. You know, I mean, as good as a babbling sheep could say. You know, he's actually got a little extra in it, so you can tell that he's kind of hyped up on drugs. But he gets through the performance. You know, Cookie look over at Lucius like, what did you think? But when it's over and he comes off the stage, you know, they got an intervention set up for him right there. You know, everybody is there looking real worried. Jamal, you got to go on in to rehab. And he's like, what? Yeah, don't do this to me right now. You know, everybody's looking. Even Lucius walks up and he says, son, it's time. So, yeah, Jamal is about to get help for his pill-popping habit. Afterwards, Cookie feels a little guilty about it, and he was like, don't worry about it. This is what needed to happen. It's going to be good. Okay, Councilman Diggs and Mother Superior walks up, and, you know, they all talking about the event and how successful it was, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Cruz walks up. Mr. Cruz got to interview people with him, and you know, he got the camera with him, and he was just like, so, Councilman Diggs, how about you tell us about this DUI you had? All right, and he was just like, yeah, back in 88, he had a accident or something, and, you know, he was drunk driving. And Cookie was like, that's okay, you know, we all have problems. We all did shit in the past, you know, we learned and we grew from it. And Miss Cruz was like, yeah, that would be all good if he hadn't, you know, drove into a lake and he got his ass out, but his passenger that was in the car, a young lady, drowned. He didn't even bother to get her out. You know, Cookie like, what? And, you know, Mother Superior is like, you are a snake. That's what she tells Lucius. Like, yeah, like I said, I tried to tell you. And then lastly, back at Leviticus, you know, Shine is celebrating, popping bottles and all the bitches and everything there. Andre, he feeling good because he done finally shook Rhonda. He comes in and, you know, he's like, I want to break bread and celebrate with you. Shine says, okay, I mean, Nessa told me that you was crazy as a bed bug, but okay, we can do this. Andre says, I can prove that you was behind the freeze with Tariq. And if there's anything that my dad hates, it's a snitch. Shine says, well, you can go on and tell Lucius if you want to. We gonna see what happens next, though. Andre says, you know what? I'll do you one better. Come over here and talk to me for a second. I need you to respect the hierarchy. And, you know, Shine was like, well, oh, and what you mean by that? And he was like, everybody do what they gotta do until we kill Lucius. He got this crazy glint in his eye. I said, child. So I guess that's the new plot. We gonna kill Lucius. It won't happen, y'all. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. I already ordered my sushi. I'm about to go pick it up and get it on back to work. No, I am not going to be reviewing Star. I'm not going to review Star. No, I will not review Star. Okay, I haven't even watched the show. I heard that it was pretty good last night. But no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Y'all have to keep asking me because, you know, y'all should know me by now. No means no, like I tell my kids. I love y'all, though. I do. Anyway, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything has to do with me in the bottom bar. All right, all right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.